While many actors dream of making it big in their lifetime, Josh Hartnett successfully did it by his early 20s. The deep-voiced actor got his first big break in the horror flick Halloween H2O before taking on more serious roles in Pearl Harbor and Black Hawk Down. Josh has had an interesting career, including his controversial decision to take a break from Hollywood. We've rounded up 10 things you might not know about the actor and his expansive career. Just a reminder of how you can enter our new giveaway, in which you can win a new iPhone 12 Pro or a new MacBook Pro. Just leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and watch the whole video till the end. Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Celeby. Here, today we are going to talk about 15 things that Josh Hartnett doesn't want you to know. So here they are. 15. About Josh's reluctance to shed clothing on screen. Despite his assertions, "That wouldn't come into question for me, my body isn't really in shape because I go to the gym at best one time a year," the reason must be his innate modesty. Though he does go shirtless in 40 days. Josh is in great shape as he avidly plays soccer and hockey and was on his high school swim team. 14. He has many A-list exes. Josh Hartnett is only 23, and depending on his attitude on any given day, he can be a boy or a man, a quality that drives girls mad. With pony fringes and baggy pants, he's the cool street kid, CO, with a proper haircut and a sexy, filthy muscle shirt. He's the masculine hero who can be charming if required. Josh has a thing for dating his co-stars. In 1999, he hooked up with Julia Stiles when they worked on the film O together. Then in 2006, he dated Scarlett Johansson after working together on The Black Dahlia. By 2008, he was seeing Kristen Dunst, who co-starred with him in The Virgin Suicides back in 1999. In 2013, he began dating actress Tamsin Egerton while working with her on The Lovers. The couple had a baby girl together in 2015. While Hartnett recognizes that things can get complicated when dating a co-star, he also doesn't regret his past relationships. "I think it's a respectable way of going about it," he told Playboy in 2015. "I've met very important people in my life doing films. Sometimes that had consequences that were just awful for everybody involved. Some were fantastic all the way through. Everybody makes mistakes dating people they work with." 13. He took a break. After hitting it big with Pearl Harbor and Black Hawk Down in 2001, Josh felt overwhelmed by all the media attention he received. Feeling as if he couldn't trust anyone, he took a 18-month break and moved to his old home in Minnesota. "It was kind of like being in a relationship with Hollywood, and it just didn't feel like we weren't in the same place at the same time," Hartnett told Time. "I wanted something that they didn't want to give me, so I took a break from my relationship." While some criticized his decision to take a break, he stands by what he did. The narrative was, either I was so disillusioned and afraid that I ran away, or that I was some punk who didn't know how good he had it. And it's neither of those. It was that I tried to take a different path towards achieving good film. 12. About Josh's fears. Since Pearl Harbor, nothing has been the same for Josh. In that film, he played his first leading role as bomber pilot Danny Walker, and he's replaced Leonardo DiCaprio and George Clooney, Russell Crowe, take your pick, in the hearts of girls and women everywhere, which worries him. Can one be a Hollywood superstar and not turn into an egomaniacal idiot? "I don't know if I really want to become famous," Josh commented with regard to notorious party-loving colleague DiCaprio. 11. About Josh's need to live in Minnesota. After a mere 2 years in Hollywood, Josh gave up the bright lights and big city and moved back to his home of St. Paul, Minnesota. After all, his old buddies live there, and he hates walking through a city for days without meeting someone he knows, rather than the other way around. Plus, it's a matter of honest living for Josh. "I've still got a little of that F them. I don't have to be in LA if I don't want to. Hollywood is so full of people with so many opinions that I can't keep my own opinions straight. Not living in Los Angeles is a means of survival more than anything else, he told Movie Line. 10. He turned down Superman. Josh was offered the lead role in Superman Returns in 2006, but decided to pass on the opportunity. I didn't want to be labeled as Superman for the rest of my career. I was maybe 22, but I saw the danger, he told Details magazine. He had similar feelings about accepting the role of Spider-Man. Spider-Man was something we talked about, but I somehow knew these roles had potential to define me, and I didn't want that, he said. His decision didn't come without some repercussions. I didn't have those agents for much longer after that, he recalled. There was a lot of infighting between my manager and agents, trying to figure out who to put the blame on. It got to the point where none of us were able to work together. 9. He was almost Batman. However, one role that Josh regrets turning down is that of Batman. Before Christian Bale became the cloaked hero, Josh was director Christopher Nolan's original pick. His choice to decline the role affected his relationship with the director in later years. I learned my lesson when Christopher Nolan and I talked about Batman. I decided it wasn't for me. Then he didn't want to put me in The Prestige. That's when I realized relationships were formed in the fire of that first Batman film, and I should have been part of the relationship with this guy, Nolan. Watching Christopher Bale go on to do so many other things has been just awesome. I mean, he's been able to overcome that. Why couldn't I see that at the time? 8. His best marriage advice. While Josh has kept mum about any future plans to marry his girlfriend, Tamsin Egerton, he did open up about the best marriage advice he ever received. In 2007, Josh worked with seasoned actor Alan Alda for the sports drama Resurrecting the Champ. Speaking about the actor, Josh told Elle magazine he's been married to his wife for like 50 years. One of the best things I've ever heard about marriage, and I guess monogamy, comes with marriage, he said. I've been married to a different woman every 5 years, and she's been married to a different man every 5 years. We've changed that completely. We've had to learn how to live with each other at times. We've obviously hated each other at other times, but we just have to learn to love each other again. 7. He's involved in politics. Hartnett worked with President Obama during his re-election campaign in 2012. The actor helped Obama host a student summit at his home state at the University of Minnesota. He also appeared at the Minnesota Greater Together Youth Summit and endorsed the president on the official YouTube channel for the campaign. 6. He's a difficult boyfriend. While most people shy from admitting their faults in past relationships, Josh isn't afraid to say he's not the easiest boyfriend to get along with. In a 2014 interview with Elle, the interviewer asked Josh an interesting question. If I got all the women you ever dated to agree on something about you, what would it be? Josh answered, that I'm a pretty difficult boyfriend. My expectations are a little high sometimes. I push things a bit too far. I've got the Icarus complex, so they'd probably say I could relax a little more. 5. He used to be a vegetarian. Josh became a vegetarian at the age of 12 and stayed on the diet for almost 20 years. The actor started eating meat again while he was working on the film The Black Dahlia. In an interview, Josh revealed that his decision to become vegetarian was just a rebellious phase, and that returning to a meat-based diet wasn't hard at all. It's actually pretty good stuff. 4. He wishes he became a dad earlier. As a new dad, Josh can't help but gush about his little daughter. She is the apple of my eye. She's perfect in every way, he said on Live with Kelly and Michael in April 2016. He told the co-hosts that the experience of being a father has changed him for the better, and that he wishes he became a father sooner. It puts things in a totally new perspective, of course, he stated. I mean, your ego melts away when you have a new kid. Your heart kind of leaves your body, and you give it permission to walk around with someone else for a while. It's really terrifying, but it's beautiful. I love it more than anything. I wish I would have started it earlier, but I'm so glad that she is the one I'm raising. 3. He could have been a football player. While Josh has had a successful career as an actor, things may have turned out differently for him. In high school, Josh was an avid football athlete and may have pursued his passion had it not been for a bad injury. Josh was forced to quit playing football after he broke his left knee. After graduation, he decided to embark on an arts career and enrolled at the Conservatory of Theater Arts and Film at SUNY. He made his first on-screen appearance on the television series Cracker, which ran from 1997 to 1999. 2. About Josh's turn-ons. It wasn't so long ago that Josh collected pictures of Gwyneth Paltrow and Kim Basinger to hang on his wall. Nowadays, though, it's all about the accent. English girls are difficult. You never know where you stand. Australian girls are merciless. They just throw themselves on you. French girls are a hit. No matter what they look like, as soon as I hear their accent, I can't resist. Josh also explained to Star magazine, I look for something different in a girlfriend. Something surprising that I haven't seen before. If a girl doesn't have a sense of humor, then what would we talk about? Looks are important, but a sense of humor is more important. 1. About Josh's reluctance to shed clothing on screen. Despite his assertions, that wouldn't come into question for me. My body isn't really in shape because I go to the gym at best one time a year. The reason must be his innate modesty. Josh is in great shape, as he avidly plays soccer and hockey, and was on his high school swim team. If you watched the video till here, do hit the like button and also subscribe to our channel. We'll see you soon.